happens tomorrow. Please say hello to Jim Carey. Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
See, what Jim Carrey is doing here is an old tactic that's utilized by celebrities. It's known as revelation of the method, where they mask the truth under a guise. And obviously this guy's right here is comedy. And in a satirical way, it's kind of like made where it's dumbed down as far as the truth, because it's made in satire. Obviously Jim Carrey is telling you the truth, but the Jimmy Kimmel, being oblivious or denying it, or more so like, oh, what is this? That's playing into the revelation of the method. These guys understand what it is. Obviously, Jimmy Kimmel knows what it is. The title of the video is Jim Carrey's Secret Hand Signal, going back to the secret societies or the mysteries, the understanding of the Babylonian mystery schools, where you have the pyramid or the all-seeing eye, the eye of providence, the eye of Horus. Also going into the Hermetic principle of spirit and flesh with the pyramid or the delta signal with the tongue. The tongue also representing the mother goddess of destruction known as Kali. They love pushing that. They love pushing these archetypes, or not necessarily archetypes, more so motifs. But it fits certain archetypes just when it comes to the veneration system. When you have Kali, and that spirit of destruction is, embodied by a lot of these celebrities, whether it's in movies or in interviews, or just when it comes to imagery with certain hand signals. A lot of punk rockers or musicians, pop artists, they like to stick their tongue out. They give you this energy of Kali, especially the women. They stick their tongue out in a sexual way. It goes into the energy of Kali, the mother goddess of destruction. When I say mother goddess, just going back to the false idol, the false pagan idol goes back to Semiramis or Eve, mother goddess of destruction. But yeah, the understanding as far as what this is just known as revelation of the method. They do it all the time. It's something that they go into just to dumb down the truth. And a lot of things that people latch onto, like the Illuminati, a lot of people understand what the Illuminati is, but a lot of people understand it on the surface. They don't really go into the depth of it. And when things get popularized, or a lot of people, they get known to things, it loses its depth, it loses its meaning.
We find beauty in things that's been neglected. We find beauty in things like Buddha said. He says a lotus, it grows on mud. But yet it's the symbol of their whole religion. So even in mud, beauty can grow. So we find things in the most unpredictable. That's why it's witty, unpredictable. It's talent here. But we'll find something and we'll make something better out of it. Maybe only 15,000 people in the whole world seen this movie. But now 1 million knows about it. You know what I'm saying?
the symbol of the all-mocking tongue. And I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? Like, for years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, and they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things and, you know, and you know, look at him trying to come it up. It's hilarious, hilarious. And, you know, and I'm sick of, hold on a second. You know what they're trying to do? Who? This thing is buzzing, hold on. They're trying to turn us into, you know, consumer drones of some sort. Hold on, I just gotta get this.
And yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm in the middle of blowing the lid off some.
You see, he's pretty much really going into it. He's really going into the revelation of the method where he's talking the truth in jest. He's talking about how certain celebrities being hired by the government, majority of celebrities are hired by the government because they're CIA associated. They come from MK Ultra farm raised places. Just when it comes to the understanding of, you know, the MK Ultra project, which is really layered, but it is something that's real. It is something that's potent. Most of these celebrities are under mind control programming, going back to the CIA, going back to the military industrial complex. This is why most of these celebrities are military. They're military because they come from mind control background. They undergone mind control treatment. Like when you look up most of these celebrities, it'll tell you that they come from Germany, that they were born in Germany, Frankfurt, Germany. Some will say in certain other places in Germany, but you'll see Frankfurt, Germany a lot. Like Martin Lawrence was born in Frankfurt, Germany. Schoolboy Q was born in Frankfurt, Germany. J. Cole, he was born in, I think, Frankfurt, Germany, or some army military base in Germany, but that's a common denominator because it goes into the real understanding of these celebrities' origins. Most of them are bought and paid for. Most of them are farm raised. Most of them are created like robots, believe it or not. And when I say created, I'm talking about tuned up. They undergo electroshock therapy and certain elements that go into the MK Ultra procedures. Don't really want to go too much into it. I guess I could save that for another video, but celebrities are put under mind control. And it's a reason why. I mean, it just makes it more of an extensive level of, you know, puppeteering or being under control. Because, you know, they're under an umbrella already. They're under a governance already. The MK Ultra element is just a furtherance of it. It's an extension of the control that they're already under. It's an extension of their slavery. That's what it is, because these celebrities are slaves. They are. They have to put on a front for the masses. That's the point of the deception. That front is to get you to get down with it. And then once you get down with it, now you in hell. Because that's what the music industry is hell. It turns you into something else. Think about it. Look at SZA. Look at SZA before she became famous. They broke that girl down. They turned that girl into a whole different person. Not even talking about the difference in between her looks. You know, not talking about the difference between how she looked now and, you know, years ago. I'm just talking about just the overall appearance, just the mere appearance. She was more like, how you would say, like earthy, more onto the natural side, more onto just being herself, just when it comes to a musical identity. Now she's all sexual and provocative, and she does good music. You know, she's a great singer, but you can tell that it's a drastic change from what, about 15, 16 years ago, when SZA, you know, first came on the scene. But it's just one of those things that speak to the entertainment industry as a whole. Most of these people, you know, they're farm raised. Most of these people, they get in due to nepotism. They know a person that knows a person that knows the person. They know mutual people. They probably have a mutual person that's a family member. You know, you'll always find out about these things just when it comes to these connections that you may not have put together, or a connection that you may have not thought that's overt, and you know you come across and you find out about it. But yeah, man, just going into more what Jim Carey said about us being consumer drones. That's what we are. Because AI has desensitized us to human, like it desensitized us to how to interact in a human form. Like, we lost that human interaction because we've been so robotic. Just in terms of the social media aspect, how we so social media dependent, how we so technology dependent. We lose essence of human interaction. This is why people are so uneasy around each other. And it also speaks to prophecy where it says, you know, the love of many shall wax cold. That goes into the uneasiness and the being overly dependent on things outside of human interaction or human, you know, existential understanding or existence in general. You know what I mean? Because we lose that based off of being so caught up in this rabbit hole of social media. So we're like robotic consumers. And also going into the fact that we're debt slaves. We're slaves to a debt that's owed to the Federal Reserve. So it's a lot of things that Jim Carrey knows, and obviously he has to know. All these celebrities and entertainers, talk show hosts, they know. They have to know. They are taught these things. Believe it or not, they are taught these things that I talk about. You know, when you hear brothers like COJ or other brothers that have this understanding, these celebrities are taught these things, and it's so obvious because they go into it. Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, even Sue Surf, the battle rapper, he had talked about like some of the pagan gods and how he upholds them like the Egyptian gods. So this is just one of those things where, you know, you get a better understanding of what it really is based off of the veil. This represents the veil of Maya, just in terms of what Jim Carrey is doing. He's representing the veil of Maya. So what Jim Carrey is just going into is known as the veil of Maya. According to Hindu mythology, Maya is illusion. In Hindu philosophy, Maya is the powerful illusion that prevents humans from seeing the ultimate reality, or Brahman. The illusion creates the apparent diversity of the world and causes ego, attachment, and ignorance. Kali destroys illusion. Kali is described as the liberator who destroys this false consciousness. She is depicted as being beyond the covering of Maya. Her iconography, including her nakedness and her garland of severed heads, represents her cutting through the bonds of ego and ignorance to grant spiritual liberation to her devotees, the moksha. A dual aspect of reality. From another perspective, the two are seen as intertwined. Some philosophical texts and saints teach that Maya has two aspects, and both are considered the creative powers of Kali. One aspect, the Avidyamaya, enchains humans with worldly attachments, while another, the Vidyamaya, helps them to gain liberation. Kali is said to stand beyond both, embodying the complete reality. And this is what we saw with that segment in regards to Jim Carrey going into the truth about the entertainment industry, where it's almost like he's playing both sides, destroying the veil as well as maintaining the veil, but also giving you an understanding in a satirical way, intertwined, sticking the tongue out to represent the energy of Kali, but also going into the energy of Maya, the illusion. The Hindu goddess known as Kali, the goddess of destruction. Just in regards to the understanding in pagan mythology, Hindu philosophy, the destroyer goddess. She destroys the illusion. She destroys the Maya.